Half my life has passed. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. The places you think you'll find love are often the very places where you lose yourself. I'm not a relationship guru. I live alone with 2 old dogs and a backyard full of weeds. But I've been around the block enough times to have a few scars and a few stories to share. So sit down, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and give me a few minutes. These are the dating traps nobody warned me about. And maybe, just maybe, hearing my mistakes will save you from a few of your own. Let me start with the place where so many of us spend half our waking lives. Work. Years ago, I was running a press in a small-town print shop. You could smell the ink before you even opened the door. Big machines thumping. Paper dust in the air. The kind of place where everybody knows everybody. That's where I met her. She was sharp, funny, and had this easy smile that made me forget how loud the machines were. We'd talk during coffee breaks, laugh about our boss, and swap stories about music and weekend plans. Before long, we were dating. At first, it felt perfect. We saw each other at work, drove home together. I grabbed dinner, and fell asleep on the same couch watching bad TV reruns. For a while, it felt like a dream, but when you live and work with the same person, something changes. The walls close in. There's no space to breathe. You can't tell a little white lie like I have to work late tonight because she's right there watching the clock with you. You can't blow off steam with the guys after work because she's already waiting at the door. Soon, every tiny disagreement spilled into the office. Every awkward silence followed us back home. There was no escape hatch, and that's the trap. Work relationships feel easy at first because you're already side by side every day. But when your job and your love life live in the same room, there's nowhere to hide when things go bad. After a year, the fights got louder. Bills. Chores. Whose turn was it to cook? Even the way I stacked newspapers on the pallet became a reason to argue. And when it finally ended, it didn't really end. Not right away. I still had to see her every single day for weeks. Imagine trying to get over someone while standing 3 feet away from them 8 hours a day. It's brutal. Looking back, I'd tell my younger self this. Work romances are like standing on a frozen lake. It feels solid, feels exciting, but you never know when the ice will crack. So, if you're thinking about dating that nice guy in accounting or that sweet gal from HR, think twice. Because if it doesn't work out, if you still have to share the break room, and that is a special kind of awkward, after work. And the next place I thought I could find love was the bar. If you've ever spent time in a small-town bar, you know the scene. Neon signs buzzing, country music playing too loud, the smell of beer soaked into the wood floors. It's where lonely people go to be a little less lonely. And I was no exception. I met more than a few girlfriends in bars. Sometimes it started with a pool game. Sometimes with a shared laugh over a bad jukebox song. And on a couple of occasions, I even dated the bartender. Here's the thing about bar romances. They burn fast. You meet someone while the music is loud and the drinks are strong. And you feel like you've known them forever. But when the lights come on at closing time, reality has a way of sneaking back in. The truth is, most people you meet in bars are there for a reason. Sometimes they're just passing through. Sometimes they're running from something. And sometimes they just love the bar more than they love themselves. And that never ends well. I used to think I could be the one to fix that. That maybe if we had enough fun together, they'd stop drinking so much. Stop staying out so late. But that never happened. Bar relationships end the same way they start, with a lot of noise and a hangover. So if work didn't work out, and bars didn't work out, where else was I supposed to look? That's when the internet showed up. This was back in the late 90s, when you still had to listen to the sound of dial-up just to get online. Yahoo chat rooms were the place to be. Singles over 30. Singles over 40. You name it. You'd scroll through names, send a message, and hope they'd write back. One night, I started talking to a woman from Texas. We messaged for weeks. Then we started talking on the phone. Those cheap 10-cent-a-minute calling cards you'd buy at the gas station. We told each other everything. Favorite movies. Favorite food. The color of her hair. The names of her kids. But I didn't have a single picture of her. And she didn't have one of me. After 5 months, we decided I'd fly down to meet her. I quit my job. I packed 2 suitcases. I shipped a few boxes ahead of me and bought a plane ticket. That was probably the bravest, maybe the craziest thing I ever did. The day of the flight, I remember sitting on the plane thinking, what if she's nothing? Like she said, what if she takes one look at me and turns around? But it was too late. I was already in the air. When the plane landed in Dallas, I stepped off and started walking down that long jet bridge. And I swear it felt like the longest hallway in the world. My heart was pounding so loud I could hear it over the crowd. Back then, you could still meet people right at the gate. And as I walked out, I saw everyone rushing into hugs. I didn't know who I was looking for. Then I saw a woman standing alone. Hair a mess. Clothes hanging off her. And for a split second, my stomach dropped. I thought, oh no, this can't be her. I slipped right past her, trying not to make eye contact. And then I heard my name. I turned around, and there she was. And she was beautiful. Not just pretty, but the kind of beautiful that makes you breathe again. For once, the internet had worked. Those first 2 weeks were perfect. I met her kids. 3 of them. And they actually liked me. We laughed. We cooked. We planned a new life together. For a moment, it felt like the gamble had paid off. But then the reality of life showed up at the door. She was on government assistance, and the state was coming to inspect the house. She had to paint, fix windows, to make it look perfect. And I couldn't be there. She told me I had to move out. I was crushed. I had given up everything to be there. I hadn't even started my new job yet. Thankfully, the paper I was supposed to work for put me up in a cheap motel until I got my first paycheck. By the time I moved into my own place, and she didn't want to see me anymore, that was the end of it. No big fight. No dramatic goodbye. Just silence. Looking back, that trip taught me something. Taking a leap of faith can be beautiful, but it can also break you. And if you're going to gamble on love, you better be ready for the landing. Because not every story has a happy ending. After that heartbreak, I swore off long-distance love for a while. But trouble has a way of finding you. No matter where you go. By the time I settled back into work and got my life together, I met someone new. She loved gambling. And at first it felt exciting. We'd work all week, then head to the casino on Friday night, ready to beat the odds. The lights were blinding. The machines were singing. And for a while, we thought we were the luckiest 2 people in the world. But gambling together is twice as expensive as gambling alone. And when you win, it's not really a win. Because the person standing next to you wants to cash out right away. I remember one night hitting a royal flush on a video poker machine. It was one of those rare wins you wait your whole life to see. And just as the bells were going off and the payout was about to come, she walked up behind me and said, "Cash it out. We're leaving." I'd just gotten there. I wanted to keep playing, keep chasing that high. But we left with the money. On the way home, we argued about it, and that became our pattern. Win. Argue. Lose. Argue. Repeat. Casinos are no place to find love. Even if you win, you lose something. Because sooner or later it stops being about fun and starts being about control. About who's right and who's wrong. And that will kill a relationship faster than any bad hand of cards. And that was the moment I realized something bigger. It wasn't about where I met these women. It wasn't even about them. It was about me learning, piece by piece, who I was and what I could live with. Looking back now, I don't see those failed relationships as regrets. They were puzzle pieces. Each one taught me something I couldn't have learned any other way. Each one pushed me down a different road. A road that eventually led me right here, telling you this story. And maybe that's the real point of it all. You might feel like you wasted years on someone who wasn't right for you. But maybe those years were what shaped you into the person you are today. Maybe that heartbreak was the price of wisdom. So if you've been burned by love, if you've made choices you wish you could take back, don't be too hard on yourself. Life is a big, messy picture, and you can't see the whole thing while you're standing in the middle of it. But one day you'll look back and realize every wrong turn was leading you exactly where you needed to go. And if you're still out there looking for love, just remember this. The place you meet them doesn't matter as much as the person you become while you're with them. If they make you smaller, if they take away your peace, If you can't breathe, that's not love. But if they make you better, even just a little, then maybe you found the right road this time. So be careful where you look. But don't be afraid to keep looking. Because somewhere out there, someone is probably sitting in their kitchen, telling their dogs about you, just waiting for the day you finally meet. When I look back now, I see that every one of those stories, the press room romance, the barroom flings, the late-night chat room leap of faith, the casino drama, they all had something in common. They were chapters in a book I didn't even know I was writing at the time. Back then, I thought love was about finding the right person in the right place. I believed there was a perfect recipe, a perfect timing. And if I just showed up in the right bar or the right workplace or the right chat room, everything would fall into place. But what I learned, often the hard way, is that it's not really about the place at all. It's about who you are when you get there. We spend so much time asking ourselves where to meet someone, which dating app to use, which city has the most singles, and which coffee shop is the best for striking up a conversation. But the better question, the harder question, is who am I becoming while I'm looking? Because if you meet the right person while you're still carrying all your old baggage, all your old pain, all your old mistakes, you'll just hand it to them and hope they carry it for you. And that's not love. That's just shifting weight from your shoulders to theirs. And sooner or later, it will crush them too. I had to go through every one of those mistakes to learn how to carry my own weight. I had to learn how to be alone without being lonely. How to enjoy a quiet Saturday morning with nothing but a cup of coffee and the sound of my dog snoring by the back door. I had to learn how to laugh at my own jokes. How to fix a leaky faucet. How to cook for one and still make it special. Some nights were hard. Some nights the house felt too quiet. The silence too heavy. But somewhere along the way, that silence stopped feeling like punishment and started feeling like peace. And maybe that's the real secret. You have to make peace with yourself before you can make peace with anyone else. That's why I don't see those failed relationships as regrets anymore. They were puzzle pieces. Each one taught me something I couldn't have learned any other way. Each one pushed me down a different road. A road that eventually led me right here, talking to you. If you are listening to this and you are over 40, maybe divorced, maybe widowed, maybe just tired of being disappointed, I want you to know something important. It is never too late to rewrite your story. You do not have to let the mistakes behind you convince you that love is over for you. You are still here. You are still breathing. You still have time to choose better next time. And if you choose to stay single, that is okay too. There is a kind of peace that comes from sitting with yourself on a quiet evening. Dogs at your feet. The coffee in hand. Knowing you do not have to answer to anyone but your own heart. When I look out the kitchen window and see the sun setting behind the trees, I feel grateful. Not just for the good memories, but for the hard ones too. Because they were the lessons that built the man I am today. So if you take anything from my stories, let it be this. Love is worth trying for, but not at the cost of your peace, your dignity, or your joy. Laugh at your mistakes, learn from them, and then keep going. Because you never know. Your next great story might be waiting right around the corner. It might be at the grocery store when you reach for the same carton of milk as someone else. It might be at a friend's barbecue when you sit down next to a stranger and realize you've been talking for hours. It might even be when you are not looking at all. And that is when it usually happens. But here is the most important thing. You will want to be ready when it comes. Ready with a whole heart. Not a half-broken one. Ready to give. Not just take. Ready to share your peace instead of asking someone else to build it for you. So take care of yourself. Take care of your heart. Keep growing. Keep laughing. Keep saying yes to life. Because every wrong turn still leads you somewhere worth going. And sometimes those wrong turns are the only way to find the right road. Thank you for sitting with me today. If this made you smile, if it reminded you of something in your own life, to share it with someone who might need to hear it. And keep coming back. I have plenty more stories to tell. And maybe one of them will meet you exactly where you are. Right when you need it.